Hello, be right back. Akito, I mean hello, Shoshone. Otherwise, I know y'all get tired of people always running that OTO. That's the only that's the only Indian some people know. I'm trying to tell you, it's more languages than that. I'm not trying to diss nobody, but welcome to my channel. The time now is what time it is. Time now is 7:45 p.m. Monday, August. I think it's the 19th. I just want to talk about my mother's people for a while. My mother was Shoshone, and my father was Shoshone and Cherokee. I mean, not no fake Indian or bootleg one. I mean, real Indians. My topic today is trying to tell the truth about indigenous people and African American people. What I'm trying to say, we was here before other people entered this country, and I'm wondering why all these immigrants getting so much help, and they overlooking the indigenous people and African American people. I'm not trying to say everybody supposed to have a good life. These people I saw on the news the other night on YouTube, and I think it was on the news. This veteran served in the war, lost both his legs, and all he get. I mentioned this before. I think on my other channel. All he get is $23 food stamps in Chicago. This is a man that paid taxes and everything, and he only get that. That's not right. And but look like our president comes, all they care about is immigrants and stuff like that. I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just saying it's to me it's true. They got Skid Row, all those people, Indians and black people live in California, all from the highway. I saw it, and nobody helped 'em. They live in tents. People walk by them like they trash. But when an immigrant comes to this country, all eyes on him like he's the royalty or the king of London or somewhere like that. And this getting back to this soldier, this man went and got his leg blowed off, stepping in a minefield, and come back to America. Even the project wasn't even supposed to be for regular people. The project that you see people live in, like New York or any other place in America, like Chicago or down south, the project was meant for soldiers when they come out the war to have something to fall back on to get back up on their feet. But I don't know what happened. They took them out of the, didn't even give them the project. They gave them to regular people, and most projects is tore up, and stuff like that. But getting back to this soldier, what really got me pissed off, this man like went and lost his leg, like I said, and he went to the supermarket. All he had was $23 food stamps. But they said an immigrant, I think he was East Indian or something, dropped his balance, his receipt. He had over $1,300 food stamps. Why is that? Y'all don't even help the people in this country. I respect people that fought in the military, but I'm as sweet as apple pie. No matter how you try to sugarcoat it, I would not fight for this country and lose my life for somebody who don't give a damn about you, but they give a damn about other people, and that's all. And how could you make somebody a citizen when the people that took this land wasn't citizen to begin with. He wasn't an original American. That's when I hear them white supremacists always talking about our country. What country? Y'all come from the Caucasus Mountains and places like that. Y'all wasn't here first. I mean, Indians didn't own the land either, but they took care. My people took care of the land like the caretakers, like a cemetery. They got a person to take care of the cemeteries. Caretaker. We was the caretakers of the land, and we shared everything with people. But when other people came here, they see that this land was a rich country. They just took it. It's like people today. They got that white mentality. Them, no matter what walk of life they is, that was taught to them. So when they come someplace, they think everything is theirs. Like I see some European. I don't even call them white because they're not white. My wife call them Euros, short for European descent. There's like a lot of them that have that in them too. 'Cause that's in them from their ancestors. And African Americans, some of them have that in them too. They mistreat their own people for other people. They'll beat your ass for a so-called a white person. And that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of things I see is not right, but I don't say anything because you say the wrong thing. They be having the cops knocking at your door, calling you a terrorist and stuff like that. That's why I told my son, be careful what you say, because the world got a curse on it. They got demons all over the world, and whatever you say about somebody that's not good, you casting a spell. If two or three people sitting in this room right now and stuff like that, and they be like looking at one another, I don't like this person. You making the demon come, and if you keep pronouncing that virus that's came out, you making it stay here. You know, because everybody keep announcing it's a spell. Everything that in what is in here is a spell. But before I do anything or go on, I must give praises to the Most High and the special angels up above, like my other brothers, Lakota brothers, Benny Machone. Water is life. Because without water, you won't have anything. And I'm just getting back to that. I had a T-shirt on one time. They wouldn't even let me in Greater Six Flag amusement park in Massachusetts. We went there one summer, and I said, "Why do immigrants have so much freedom when they come to this country?" They said the shirt was offensive. What I can't say how I feel. I express myself to T-shirts and stuff like that. I had the flag on one time upside down, and people thought I was disrespecting the flag. And my uncle served in Vietnam, and I had an uncle served in World War II. So they said when you have the flag upside down, it's not disrespect. That means it's a SOS call. You asking for help. So when people say that, that's why I say when I would not fight for this country, even though my people was here way before Columbus even came here. But um, I let the Creator handle that because I wouldn't do that. Fight for this country. I respect all the soldiers that lost their lives, thousands of them, like on the Pearl Harbor attack in Hawaii. That was terrible. You see, people don't know this stuff. Back then, one of my uncles told me the Germans was really behind the attack of Pearl Harbor. They just pushed the Japanese out in front. Because the Japanese and the Germany is very tight to this day. That's why you see in a lot of karate pictures, you see Japanese always have a SWAT sticker, because that's their allies and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. You can get a license in Manhattan to kill an Indian, and it was legal. Y'all didn't know that, did y'all? There wasn't no motor vehicle. Everything was done through the city hall, license, everything. And some the stuff in the city hall, you still got to go there and get license for, or permit, I think, and stuff like that. That's why I'm saying the truth. Like Florida, how the Spanish gonna sell Florida for $5 million when it wasn't even his to sell? It wasn't even his land. He was from Spain and stuff like that. That's why you know that's illegal. So even you have a house, when you have a deed to the house, you still don't own it because when a bulldozer come to there, they want to build a supermarket like Shop right or price right, Key Food, Pathmark, you would have them leave. That's why the only way you can have a hard time leaving, buy the soil that the house gonna be built on, the foundation. But once you buy the soil, you buying the dirt and everything. It's hard for them to make you move and stuff like that. But what I'm saying, all this stuff you see, they don't care about nobody but immigrants. I try to get a job in New York City when I lived there at Kennedy Airport, and they sent me to a department. Nobody wouldn't hire me because that whole department was Latinos that worked there. They only looked out for their own people. The guy told me that, and they wouldn't hire me and stuff like that. Like I went to a church, y'all supposed to be Christians. God didn't put a limitation on food. He fed everybody. This church is on Woodland Street, right down the street from Mark Twain House, right here in Connecticut. They had a barbecue about 3 Sundays ago. Cheeseburgers, chicken, salad, clothes and stuff like that, juice, potato chips, and macaroni and cheese. So when I went up there, I could see the look in the people's face. They was a black, but that's the individual. They were just stupid black people. Not all black people's like that. Not all Indians like that. Not all other people's like that. You just deal with a dub. I had a Rastafarian friend. He said, when you see the stupid Jamaican, don't classify every Jamaican to being the same. I know they're not. That's just an individual. It's like if I see an ignorant indigenous person, I leave him alone too. But when I asked for a burger and a drink, she said, "Are you an Indian?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Why don't you go to your own people to get food?" So after she said that, I went routed to the pastor and told her what he said, what she said, and the pastor was kind of not too many shocked because he said this is about the fifth person came up here. She's singing in a church choir, and that was his. You know how other churches use other churches. I guess they probably paid him or something to use the church when on Saturday, and the other on Sunday the other people come back because their church they share the church sometime with the other church people. So I said when Jesus walked the earth. He fed everybody. He didn't go by color or anything. And back then, color was a no. Nobody didn't emphasize on color like they do today. Everything is about black, white. They emphasize on color too much. That's another why everybody can't get along and stuff like that. So he went over there and said, give him a hamburger and for because she thought I was making up. I know a lot of people do that, but I'm not making up. No, they said, "Oh, I need a. Could you get some for my wife?" Sometimes that person don't be have no family, but I really had a wife and stuff like that. So he told her to give me 4 cheeseburgers, a bag of ribs, and what else they had? Collard greens and macaroni and a piece of cake. She didn't want to do it, and he said, "I'm gonna check her. She sings in my choir." So that's what I'm saying. Things are not what they appear to be. So next time they have a function, I'm not going to it. Even when I go downtown, they have they give like little stuff out on Saturday at the city hall. The pastor they call it street church. Like the pastor, he preached, and I like to listen to what he say. So she said, um, this guy thought I was trying to get in front of him, a black guy. And I wasn't. I was already standing there, and I know these guys ain't up to no good. I'm not saying 'cause they black, anybody can be up to no good, so you can't just label everybody. These are stupid 2, 3 black guys, so-called black guys, because you're not black either. Y'all don't even know what the word means. Black means pale, and it's also the absence of color. It's trying to say, like in school, when they say, Mark here, Janie here, if you don't answer, what the teacher do? He mark you absent. So the color of black is the absence of color. So that's why I tell people stop saying that. So I told him that's okay, good. I ain't gonna argue online. So how you could tell when somebody trying to do something to you, I could see the devil and the evil right in their face. One black guy stand face to face with me, one stand on this side, one stand on this side. But in my mind, by me being a martial artist that I am, and I was taught by a lot of good martial artists, Kareem, he lived in Brooklyn, and stuff like that. He was a good martial artist, and he made my kicks what they are today. But he out there watching somewhere. Hi Kareem, salam alaikum. I think I'm saying that right, and stuff like that. But they wanted to jump me, and so I'm visualizing in my mind. If you visualize, that's why meditation is very important. You could build a picture in your mind of what this person can do. He's if he telegraphed, all that's part of science and stuff that you can know what he getting ready to do for he do it. If you ever see Michael J. White, he playing Tyler Perry movie. He used to be a football player. Um, I saw him in Bones. You see, he visualized before the guy strike. He'll look at him. He can see him in his mind what he's doing. So he was in front of me. One was to the left. One was to the right. And so what I was focused on, I was gonna kick him in the balls, and because they all gonna move at me at the same time, and I'll hit the other two in their throats like that. I had visualized it so the pastor, but it didn't come that the pastor made them stop. That's why indigenous people call a coyote a trickster, because that animal, he's a trickster. That's how people are. People are tricksters. They don't play fair, and they always go. I'm not saying all, but I'm talking about bad people that follow Lucifer. I'm talking about those type of people I don't like. And I have a friend, and he told her a lie on me and said that I don't speak to him. And I didn't even know what she was talking about at first. So I said, "Oh, Rena," I was gonna say I didn't tell her. I said because I don't want no trouble. I don't want nobody arguing with me because that's her friend. I don't want her arguing with me because I don't like arguing. I don't like talking behind people's back because my mother didn't bring me up like that. But he went and told her that I don't speak to him. Who are you? I mean, everybody is somebody, but I'm saying that 'cause it's like he was acting like a 7 year old. I can see a 7 year old. Mommy, he didn't speak to me. That's a child. He's a baby. I expect that from him, but a grown ass man look like he in his 60s and stuff like that gonna tell my friend that I didn't speak to him. I'm not obligated to speak to him, and I've got to tell the reason I don't speak to him because over a year ago he called me a stinking dirty ass Indian. So would you speak to somebody that call you out your name for no reason? But that's all I gotta say for now. I give praises to once again to the most the beings up above, and the Creator, and I give praises to Jesus. And but in my language we say Yoshim. That means Jesus in an indigenous name. So I want y'all to listen to what I say. Take heed of what I said. I'm not no mathematician or no uh, genius kid or something. I just know certain things in this country is not right, and that's why I said be careful how you word your word, because believe me, Lucifer and his crew is listening to you, and that's why he get younger people younger every day. You even got 10-year-old murderers in jail and stuff like that. You got people that's like the movie Michael Myers. They had a guy upstate. They said a real life Michael Myers. He shot and killed his whole family, and they shot him. This man wouldn't even die. I don't know if he's still alive. This was back in the 60s or 70s. That's where they got that movie from, the ideal movie. But I don't want to bore y'all anymore. But I'm just saying. I hope y'all like what I said. You know, like comment and share and subscribe. And I have to go now. Donada Wado. Y'all have a blessed evening. What I said, and take care. One.